Welcome to another YouTube video, guys. In this video, I'm going to be talking through how to trade Fibonacci's properly. A lot of people in the industry do not know how to trade them. A lot of people don't know how to teach them, and a lot of people do not even use them on their day-to-day trading basis. I highly recommend trading Fibonacci's as they're able to give you a perfect pinpoint entry when you've already established a trade. So without wasting any time, let's just get straight into it. The first thing I'm going to go through is how to actually set up your Fibonacci's. Second thing is schematics. Third, we're going to go through some examples, and then for fourth, we'll explain how we use the levels to benefit us in regards to stop losses. The first thing I want you to do is go onto your trading view chart. I want you to go to the top left here, and then I want you to draw out a Fibonacci. Your Fibonacci's are going to look along the lines of this. We're going to change them. The first thing I want you to do is go to your settings, and I want you to get rid of all the Fibonacci levels, and we'll input the ones that I use. I want you to select 0.382, 0.618, 0.5, and 0.786. Then you can go away and change your colors however you like. The main ones that I'm going to be using are 0.5 and 0.618, and we're going to be using 0.382 and 0.786 as potential stop loss levels. So I'm just going to get rid of my trend line. I'm going to get rid of the background. I'm going to put my levels to values. I'm going to put my labels on the center and I'm going to put my labels on the right and my labels in the middle, with my font size being quite small. Okay, so this is the setup that we have. Then we can go away and save this as a template. So I'm going to put YouTube. And once this is created, if you do get the default back, like so, all you want to do is go to the template tab here and go to the one that you created. So for now, I'm just going to get rid of the 0.86 and the 0.32, and we can go through some examples. Fibonacci's are a counter trend trading strategy, but it is technically a continuation strategy at the same time. So for example, here we have an uptrending market, and we're going to be counter trending a small downtrend within the overall uptrend. Same for the downtrend, we have a downtrend, a small impulse, and we're going to be reversing the impulse that we had to play the continuation of the whole kind of move. The way we are going to draw our Fibonacci's, if we do get an example like this, is go to your top left, get your Fibonacci tool, go from the lowest point of the current market to the highest point of the impulse, and then we can have it marked out like so. And for the downtrend, it's going to be the same thing, but inverse. So we're going to go from this high up here to the recent low before the impulse, and then that's what we get given. Schematic wise, we're going to be looking at something like this. So I'll explain what this is. So here we do have a market downtrend. We have a double top here where we've generated liquidity. Markets move down, and then we've had a sort of order flow reversal by here. The order flow reversal then has broken a previous lower high, giving us a market structure shift. And then the market does move back down into a sort of order block. From there, what we're going to do is target the liquidity up here that we've identified. So I'm going to grab my Fibonacci tool again. I'm going to go from this previous low to this high up here. And that's going to give us nice zones to be playing from. This is your ideal schematic that you're going to be trading from. Again, this isn't going to be every day in the market, so I'll go through some examples on how we could have used them. First example here, we do have a sort of consolidation. However, we have generated liquidity at these lows by here, and by here. So what we're going to anticipate is the market is going to target these lows before we can impulse and break above these highs that we've previously not been able to break above. Once we kind of got a bias of a downtrend or a bearish market, what you're going to want to do is highlight a previous higher low for a change of character. As you can see, the market has broke this level, giving us a change of character. So therefore, we can start looking for a downtrending market. So what we're going to want to do is potentially find a pivot point to be trading from. As you can see on the hourly, we do not have a specific zone to be trading from. So all I'm going to do is go onto the 4-hour. And as you can see, we do have a supply zone. I'm just going to mark out this supply zone by here. And that is the level we're going to be playing from. Just jump back onto the 1 hour. We're going to find our pinpoint level that we want to sell from to validate this supply zone. So again, I'm going to grab a Fibonacci tool. I'm going to go from the highest level of this current trend. So I'm going to go from this high up here, drag it down to this low down here. And as you can see, we are tapping 0.618, mixing with our 4-hour supply zone. And once that's been tapped, we can look for entries or limit orders or whatever it may be. And for stop losses, what I'm going to do is put on the 0.786. And I'm going to place my stop loss just above that 0.786. This is a rule that you can use if you don't like looking for stop losses. I don't recommend just doing this because you can easily get wicked out. I would look at other strategies to pick up stop losses, but this is just one way that you can use the Fibonacci's to pick a stop loss. And all we're going to target is this low down here that we identified at the start of this example, and we'll let the trade play out. And there we go. Our PT is hit, very perfect pinpoint entry. The market then does impulse from there back into our Fibonacci. So now I'm just going to go through a bullish example. The first things first, we do have a market structure shift where the market has broke above previous lower highs that were generated. We've had an order flow reversal here where we started creating higher lows, and we also have stopped generating lower lows. Now the market's on an uptrend from the overall downtrend. Let's have a look to see if we have any liquidity. If we just briefly look through this trend, we can see at these highs here, we do have that small double top where liquidity was engineered. We do have small pivot points that the market potentially wants to grab, but this is going to be my main zone. But now we've picked out our price target potentially. We've identified a change of character or market structure shift. We now need to identify a pivot point. If we just jump on the 2 hour, you can look for a potential demand zone. And as you can see, we have a nice demand zone that was generated here before the huge move up. In addition, we do have a small breaker block here. Market potentially wants to grab as well. We'll all stay the same. We're going to grab a Fibonacci. We're going to go from the lowest point of the uptrend. You can see this is the lowest point as that's where the market created higher lows. Then we're just going to drag it up to that top bit there. As you can see, the market is tapping into our 0.5 zone. So what I'm going to do is place an entry at our 0.5 zone, drag that up, and I'm going to place my SL just below the 0.618 zone. Allow a bit of room for slippage, allow a bit of room for wicking and things like that. Now we can target that double top where the engineered liquidity was set up. Now we have our trade set up, we can just purely play it out. As you can see, our price target was hit. So in regards to stop losses, for example, if the market was to tap onto our 0.618 level, if the high was around up here, all I would simply do is change my SL to the 0.786 level and place my SL below that low. And vice versa, if we was to tap on 2.5, my SL will be below 0.618 and things like that. All these trades are done by replay. So they are trades that are replayed. So it's a lot easier to talk about it and see it in hindsight. However, when you are trading, it is a lot more difficult. I want you to practice this. I want you to use this video as help and guidance. And if you need any help, please just drop me a DM on Instagram. I'm more than happy to help out. But that is the video complete. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you would like to see more tutorial style videos like this, please drop a comment and let me know, and I will make more.